Instagram and YouTube. I figured I might as well do a ceiling fan tour around this house. Just at the moment, I'm not going to show all the fans on its full speeds. I'm most likely just going to show low speeds on these fans. So starting off though, we got this Southern Breeze. I picked this up at Menards a few months ago for a pantry. I think it fits it pretty nicely. The decor in here. I have it on a regular Patriot lighting remote. Here's the light. Everything on this fan is original. The really tricky part though was the mounting up there. As you can see, it's not really mounted correctly to the box. Half of it's mounted into the box and half of it is mounted into a stud in the ceiling. I was forced to do that because the mounting bracket was too big for the box. But it's a pretty nice fan. A really nice and small compact size fan. If I would take this fan out of this room, I'll keep this fan, put it up for like a little fan in the work area or like a little garage or a small area I usually do work or put storage stuff in, or just like a small room I could just like chill out in. Oh yeah, but I really like this fan. I really didn't think I was gonna like it at first, but it turned out to be a pretty nice fan. Anyway, on to the next fan. And in this room we have the turn of the century veranda ceiling fan. $52-inch ceiling fan. I basically made this in a custom type of ceiling fan. As you can see, I took off the full way, well, the spotlight kit, because I didn't like the way it looked on this fan. I mean, that's how they normally look, but I really didn't like the way that looked on here. So I swapped it out for a schoolhouse globe, a single fitter. And blade brackets were badly bent, so I replaced them with these regular spiderweb blades irons. As you can see, it's not the same finish, kind of, but low speed. I have it running on reverse because this room is directly from the outside, so it does get really cold in here, so I usually have it on reverse all the time. Pardon the mess in this room though, it's kind of messy in here. This fan has been replaced in this room a few times. And you can see it on my Instagram post, I placed it with a footprint band fan a few months ago. Overall, this fan is not so bad. The performance could do a little better, but I'm just not too bad about it. Yeah, pretty much all I gotta say about this fan. On to the next one. All right, excuse the noise that you're getting. That's coming from my dryer. I am drying some clothes right now. But out here, turn the light on. Out here we have 3 installations out here. So I'm gonna start with this one. The Harbor Breeze New Orleans without the light from February 2001. This pretty nice fan. Took the light kit off it, I really didn't need it, and it was wobbly on the fan. Had to tighten something up in there. This fan's only 2 speeds because something is up with either the pull chain or the capacitor, but I really don't think it's the pull chain because I replaced the pull chain. Because the original pull chain was only stuck on high speed, so I replaced the pull chain, so now it's high. What I'm assuming is this low speed and high again. So that's the only 2 speeds it really has. I absolutely love this fan. This is my first 6-blade fan. So I really like this fan. Over here we have my footprint fan footprint vent fan. I'm assuming this is a Litex. I do not think it's Murray Fife because usually Murray Fife ceiling fans have the little indents in the canopy and like a little rounded switch housing. This fan came with, what is it like? The fan came with a light kit at first. I took the light kit off because I didn't have any shades for it. It just came with the light kit and the motor fan, and the motor was down around the canopy. It did not come with no mounting bracket or blade, so I had to provide the mounting bracket and the blades and the blade arms. If you can't tell from a distance or high up, one of the blades are bent real severely, but that was a force of habit in order to stop the wobbling, because these blade brackets are very just jacked up into the blades, screwed up all types of ways. But I really love this fan. This was the fan that I installed in that room. I placed a veranda a few times. But I really love this fan. I probably never plan on selling it, giving it away unless a good deal comes up. And in here, my recent acquisition, the King of Fans Harbor F Series. Basically, Caribbean Breeze copy. Much bigger though. Have it on another Pantry lighting 3-speed fan control. I wired up the light button to control the fan speeds as well, so I'm gonna use that one instead. I'm gonna use that fan speed for the light one. I absolutely love this fan too. It was kind of a pain to try to find a remote for it because I had many switches. I tried this switch and that didn't work. I had some other solid state controls and stuff over here. None of these worked, which was surprising because I thought they would work. So I don't know if I was wiring up something wrong or not, but this is what I have for this fan so far. This is not its normal low speed. I'm gonna turn it on its normal low speed. It's much slower. Its low speed regularly is much slower. And as you can see, it is slowing down. I picked this fan up for around $15 from Facebook Marketplace. Wasn't a bad deal anyway. It's mounted on the J-hook, obviously. That's what most industrial fans are mounted on. Yeah. I got this fan from Goodwill for $5. I got that fan from Facebook Marketplace for $20. I believe that was more expensive than this fan. I really don't know much about this fan, but I can definitely tell you it is a vintage fan. Alright, so you seen these garage fans I have. I plan on putting more out here. Probably one in that light socket right there due to the fact that the light socket is broken. But yeah, on to the next fan, which is the last fan in the house.